I do believe that Loki is loose. The signs show it. Now anything can happen. We enter the twilight of the gods. Ragnarok comes. Our world ends. Robert A. Heinlein. You've likely heard the comparisons of our current socio-political climate to that of Rome's decline. And there are some similarities, to be sure. Dankula recently joking/warning, don't let the Romans know you're Christian. The general behavior of our optimates and populares, to name a couple fair points. But I think these times are far more like early antiquity, more like the Bronze Age collapse than the collapse of Rome. We live in a time where aloof, incomprehensibly esoteric and labyrinthine powers that be can simply hand you a weapon of immense destructive potential. Trinkets that let you see or send messages across great distances in an instant, even flying vehicles. That doesn't exactly describe the bloody push of lance and spear with occasional visions and miracles that was the Iron Age. It sounds a whole lot more like some Bronze Age adventurer receiving divine implements from, and being manipulated by, much greater forces at work. We stand at the same precipice every hero who surfed the Bronze Age collapse did. The old world with its gods and monsters is fading, but there are still sparks of magic in the ashes. That world is here again, now, with strange peoples, otherworldly creations, and staggering experiences waiting to be discovered. The bonds of family have largely been atomized, the old faiths heavily propagandized against, now dwarfed by the masses of profligates. Look at the countless little societies and microcosms. Strange little people dedicating their lives to the rituals and dress codes of some university, chain restaurant, social scene, or whatnot. Far from being the moral bedrock they once were, devotees of the old faiths now seem to fade into the numbers of the other micro-societies. All under the fickle, panoptic demiurge of the states, existing like a body-jumping spirit everywhere and nowhere, with the power to smite from across the horizon, and an eldritch understanding and control of Cthulian and terrifying invisible forces like radiation and disease. But who are you in this world? If you were born into a religious tradition, there's a good chance it is pathologized and shunned by the masses born into state worship and the packaged, manufactured mythology of their media. If you were born into that latter tradition, I am sorry. All you truly have is yourself, your wit, and your spirit, and that last one is why it is so critically important to hold tight to your intrinsic value, to refuse to become demoralized. Emergent clans, middling business interests, long-standing archaic orders, you can dedicate your life to these entities and ideas for money, means, and status. But why would you want to when there are medicine quests to go on, dragons to slay, when you can journey to the west for sutras or to the east for fleece with your argonauts? When you can say, fuck that, I'm based, to everything that crosses your path. I'm not telling you what to do. Please take this as a little more than advice and a little less than command. Just think hard about who you are and what you do, what is right and wrong, for the deeds of today echo in eternity. Instead of viewing current affairs generalized and top-down, where it looks and smells and tastes and walks and quacks remarkably like a cyberpunk dystopia, you must find a way to place yourself in that maelstrom. Like an ancient exemplar hero up against forces they could not even begin to comprehend, but still facing them down bravely. Not just a perspective, but a context for your perspective. As a lone Hercules, or Arjuna, or Gilgamesh with friends making your way in and pitted against the inclement gods of an uncaring, often bizarre and beautiful era. Arrayed against you are the equivalents of hydras, evil wizards, and brainwashed Thulsa Doom cults. It is from the murk of an age of men like this that Rome rose, not collapsed into. Act like it.